Typhoon Shanshan has made landfall in Kagoshima Prefecture in Japan as a Category 1 storm and expected to bring more rainfall accumulations, high wind gusts, and flash flooding in the Kagoshima Prefecture and many other locations as well in the western Japan, and possibly as well in the left side part of the island of Japan, of course, unfortunately, and expected to still affect those islands and those locations at least on the next 3 days, since the forecast of Shanshan is quite uncertain so far. Positioned at 31.9 degrees north, 130.3 degrees east, and expected now to weaken quite substantially, but still bringing a lot of bad conditions and adverse conditions in those locations that is actually affecting right now. Shanshan is a Category 1 storm. It's a pretty dangerous system. We've been calling it for a severe landfall during the past days, and has occurred right now. Winds of 85 miles per hour with a pressure of 961 millibars, moving to the north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. It's not that intense, but still it's a really dangerous storm. Of course, it managed to substantially weaken during the last day, but still it's a really dangerous storm which could bring severe effects and high damages to the western Japanese islands and the western Japan overall. So unfortunately, it's a really highly populated area for about 10 million people living around where Shanshan is making landfall. So of course a lot of people are going to be severely affected by this system. And the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is predicting that Shanshan is going to lose the typhoon strength in the next hours, and then practically moving over Japan in the next days, practically moving to the east and then to the northeast again, possibly dissipating by the next 3 days or so, possibly more, but still bringing a lot of effects and high winds as an extratropical system as it moves towards the whole Japanese islands. It's about, well, actually has made landfall possibly right now in the city of Ichikikushikino, and nearby it's the city of Satsuma Sendai, Hioki, and the capital of the Kagoshima's prefecture, which is Kagoshima. Again, it's a really highly populated area, Kagoshima especially, so of course a lot of people are being severely affected by this system, unfortunately. And well, the wind shear levels are quite moderate to high. That's why Shanshan has been losing strength despite the highly sea surface temperatures and the rising humidity. But of course the wind shear has took toll of Shanshan, but quite late, unfortunately, not really soon enough to make the system weaken enough to be more weaker, and of course the effects being less than actually are occurring right now in Japan. The sea surface temperatures around Shanshan are 29 overall, 29 Celsius. Of course, Shanshan is overland, so no sea surface temperatures really. But around the location of Shanshan, the sea surface temperatures are pretty good, and also that's why Shanshan has managed to be a extremely strong typhoon on a very high latitude, which of course doesn't really happen too much often. And the radar imagery, as you can see, the eye is actually crossing the Kagoshima prefecture. High winds and practically the whole cloud and rainfall activity, it's occurring in the whole left side of Japan. Unfortunately, the most severe effects are in the far west island of Japan, where Shanshan is located, and I repeat, it's a very highly populated area for about 10 million or even more people living there, where Shanshan is currently located. So of course a lot of people are being severely affected by the storm, with high winds, high rain, which flash flooding could possibly occur in a matter of minutes or hours. And now the interesting thing about the forecast of Shanshan is about the GFS prediction, because it's predicting a complete loop by the next 2 or 3 days of this forecast, and of course the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is predicting that Shanshan will continue to move to the east and then to the northeast. So still there's a lot of uncertainty about how strong the storm will be, and if eventually this system will move to the south and make a loop, and of course still affecting the western Japanese islands, which of course aren't really great news. So it's really important to take to put attention on the forecast and to really track the system very closely, since still there's a debate about the future and the near future of Shanshan, because anything could happen, and still looks like Shanshan won't lose a lot of strength after making landfall based on the GFS model. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center is predicting that it's going to lose practically every kind of tropical characteristics, and practically turning as an extratropical system by the next 3 or 4 days. But still anything could happen, so please stay tuned, because everything could happen and doesn't look like it's going to lift for Japan at least in the near future. This is the different models prediction or estimate of the intensity of Shanshan. Practically it is a category 1 borderline category 2 typhoon, but on the recent readings we believe it's actually a category 1 typhoon, weakening substantially, losing strength rapidly, and expected to become a very weak tropical storm by the next 18 to 24 hours if that trend continues, of course. The wind shear, it's quite moderate to high, expected to decrease a little bit, and actually it makes a coincidence with the GFS prediction about making that loop and re-emerging the Western Pacific, where the sea surface temperatures are still good enough for tropical development. So oh my god, I mean, it's a really difficult scenario and a really tricky system to predict and to track. So that's the importance to track the system. The sea surface temperature is 29 Celsius overall. The humidity is not going to be that high, so Shanshan will battle with dry air intrusion, but still expected to at least maintain some tropical storm intensity. And if it remains inland, of course, still larger effects could happen for many locations in those Japanese islands where damages can be done, and not really it's going to be a good scenario for Japan. This is the satellite presentation of Shanshan, looking quite good despite the landfall and the latitude right now of Shanshan, looking quite organized. Of course, a lot of winds and rainfall and cloud tops are over the Kagoshima Prefecture in Japan, and all the effects occurring right there, unfortunately. And well, you can see those floaters and those imageries at the Force 13 website, www.force13.com. Please stay tuned with more content and videos here at our YouTube channel and our social media as well, because we are going to update you with more content and publish more videos and tropical weather bulletins in the future about the tropics, not just about Shanshan but around the world as well. Thanks so much, and that's all for today's update.
Become an ultimate fan today.